all of those foods will be part of Meatless Mondays because they're healthy and they allow kids to have the kind of food that gives them a great start. And you heard it from Aiden. That's what we want to do.
Mayday! I've only been scared for the future several times in my life, all of them being this year. The vegan diet plays such a large role in this.
Every day we're standing in a time capsule, racing down the river from the past.
And you heard it from Aiden. That's what we want to do for kids in every school. Now I want to talk about another young person here in school. Her name is Ella, and she is in the 4th grade, and she was sitting right across from me when I was sitting there at the table. She says, "It's good for the environment, and it's good for you yourself." I think we're done here.
I think the carnivores are done here. Yeah, they got to be real upset today, and they are. And you know that Frank Tufano has rushed out in a video saying they're going to starve kids. The U.S. government's doing it. And Christian's going to come along and say it's a plot to reduce the population.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. I've only been scared for the future several times in my life, all of them being this year. To me, it's unusual that the vegan diet plays such a large role in this. The vegan diet is the forefront of the new globalist agenda, and they haven't been as successful in converting the older generation, so it appears they are now targeting the youth. But why? When you deprive someone of B vitamins, of omega fatty acids that are so crucial for brain function, they can't remember what they were going to say 5 seconds ago. That combined with a lack of cholesterol means in these...
Wait a minute, what's this? A deficiency of omega-3 fatty acids. Now, I'm guessing that this website is not a scientific website because there's no such thing as a deficiency of omega-3s in rodents. There you go, I got it. Yeah, they created the deficiency unnaturally.
Means no sex drive, no hormones, because cholesterol is the precursor to those.
Yeah, my drive is just amazingly high. At an age where it should be down by now, it's as high as it ever was.
Before the government forces everyone to go vegan, so they have a bunch of slaves.
I've been vegan 27 years, and I say you can give credit to my diet that my sex drive never decreased over the decades. Like they always say, is the way it goes. Yeah, for meat eaters.
Isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that.
There is a reason grains are a slave food.
Because it's cheap to make. You don't have to feed it to the animal and wait a couple of years.
Now, I don't expect vegans to listen to or comprehend this video because their brains have already fallen victim to the brainwashing
There you go.
that becomes easy with the lack of those B vitamins and omega fatty acids.
You know, the government has recruited millions and millions of vegans, aka brainwashed them into
Millions and millions of vegans in the United States, Frank?
The most irritating part of this vegan nonsense might be the virtue signaling, the holier than thou attitude people get because they think they're better than everyone else by not eating meat.
We are. Speaking of holier, conservatives like Frank are often invoking God. The right uses God. They do this often. And you know they're just using that to trick people because they're always going against the 10 Commandments. They're not acting decent, like this guy. And watch the threat he almost makes in 30 seconds from here.
Really? You're starving yourself half to death and encouraging a diet that kills babies and maims children, yet you think you're doing everyone a service? At meat eaters that claim to hate vegans so much, why not just ignore us like you do climate change, deforestation, and animal suffering? This young lady thinks she's so smart and good. Oh man, I would love to just... I can't say that on YouTube. This aggravates me so much because I know the truth. All three of those issues, climate change, deforestation, and animal suffering,
He's going to say our BS because he is a conservative.
are created and manufactured by the same government bodies that are pushing the vegan propaganda on you.
Yes, vegan gains. They're called liberals, Democrats. Those are the closest people that we vegans have in the government to work with. If you don't vote for them, you're not a real vegan.
Look at the logo for the United Nations, the government body that is pushing these lies. I've done so many videos debunking climate change, how the statistics are made up, and how they can control the weather themselves.
Looking at the long-range forecast.
How even vegan foods cause harm and suffering to trillions of insects and small rodents.
Then magnify that by 10 and you get the harm caused by animal products and worse, because insects are not in cages in factory farms. I tried to get footage of Primal Edge, but I can't stand him. I tried watching one video and then remembered, oh yeah, this guy hardly ever says anything of substance, so you really can't get footage of him saying anything. And I guess I can safely turn the page on him and not be missing anything. But when vegans turn the page, can you sense I'm setting something up? When vegans turn the page on this anti-vegan movement, they are disengaging any action they should be taking at the right times and in the right polling places. So before we turn the page on 2019 and see our future coming up fast in 2023, we should be taking a lesson from history.
It's just the age. It's just the stage. We disengage, we turn the page.
Every day was ending in a polar vortex. Just the age. Our future coming fast. Just the age. We disengage, we turn the page.
And here's Fox News. They came out with an article just after that speech. It says, Meatless Mondays, more important to New York City's de Blasio than the city's looming financial crisis. Fox News, they are conservative. So let's see what they have to say about this Meatless Monday. In the latest case of the left's misplaced priorities, does that sound like news reporting to you? Mandating vegetarian diets at public school. Meanwhile, economists were sounding the alarm.
Facing down the future, coming fast.
This person says, in other words, yeah, in your twisted rhetorical words, New York City public school kids, after suffering through 8 miserable years of inedible lunches thanks to Michelle Obama, who just wants kids to eat healthier, basically saying fruits and vegetables, whole foods are inedible. Red State, that's a conservative, meaning crazy, website. The mayor is preparing kids for future breadlines. The New York Post, let's see, what did they say? NY Post, experimenting on kids. Okay, so Fox News over here is saying, according to the New York Post, the news outlet that says New York is experimenting on your kids with their ridiculous Meatless Monday stunt.